Welcome to Vibrational Revelations. I'm Elena.
I am Alejandro.
And thank you so much for being a part of our YouTube community. For those of you that are interested in exploring the nature of our reality, we encourage you to join our Vibrational Revelations membership community. We have a huge library by now. I believe it's over 150 episodes. We go live almost every week and have live discussions in our community regarding different situations that are happening concerning the nature of our reality, also what's happening globally, looking at the past experiences, historical events, historical sacred sites, monoliths, you name it, we look at it all. It has been such an incredibly powerful, beautiful journey for us to share this information with you. We use scalar wave technology to read the vibrational frequencies of everything that is revealed. So if you're interested, the scale you can reference, the link is posted below. You're welcome to share the video, subscribe if it resonates with you. And thank you so much for being here. So the last time we did green energy episode, I believe was last year. And as a result of it, there's a couple of things that we didn't include. And we decided after a conference that we just attended, it was definitely brought to our attention that those things are important to reveal. And here they are. We're going to touch upon an element thorium, which can be used as an alternative energy source in power plants. And by the way, thorium is the second largest element after lead that is found on this planet Earth. Second, we're going to reveal the vibrational frequencies of Tesla energy. So this is not the cars Tesla, which we have done a whole episode on that as well. But this is the Nikola Tesla's energy that he talked about that could be given to humanity. So we will reveal the frequencies of that to you. And the third one that we're revealing is the vacuum energy. And we'll briefly touch upon it, give you all of the vibrational frequencies revelations, and you guys can further explore and make a decision for yourself. But I think this episode is quite exciting because of some of the things that we've discovered. So let's start with thorium, which is, as I mentioned, the second most abundant element on this planet. I believe, based on what Greg Braden shared with us, that it was used in the past in China, India, and some of the countries or some of the states in the United States have also used thorium as an element to power plants to create the energy. Okay, so some believe that this is a great alternative source of energy versus using nuclear energy, right? And in the past episode, we've discussed the nuclear energy. So let's go into, we're going to reveal, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7 different categories to you, okay? So let's dive into thorium. So we looked at the overall frequency of when it's used to power a plant, okay, to provide the energy source. And again, the frequency scale is from 0 to 1000. You're welcome to refer to the scale, which you can use as a downloadable link posted below. The frequency is 310, which is the frequency of eagerness, excitement, right? Now, we did look at how it impacts humanity. What happens to humanity? And the impact of that is 125, which has to do with addiction, but more so the unfulfilled desire element, okay? Again, these are frequencies. Now, we also wanted to see how it impacts the earth. So in the previous episodes, you've seen that we've revealed some of these alternative or green energy sources, which are really not that friendly. Many of them are not that friendly. Well, in this case, the impact on earth is 250. So it's a very neutral frequency. And I would say it's not a bad impact, right? It doesn't create a massively terrible impact on Earth. The next thing we looked at is the impact on human energy field. How does it impact our human field when this is used as a source to power and create energy? And again, for that, it is 250. So impact on human energy field is 250, neutral. And then we looked at how it impacts the human body, because it's important that we apply this to see how does this technology, or how does this, using this element in combination, I think, with uranium, right? How does it impact our body? So for human body, the impact is 310. So eagerness. Now we looked into.
I would say what is like to replace uranium. You know?
But I thought it's inactive by itself. It's a combination with uranium.
That also.
Yes. Yes. So now we're going to look into alignment with divine purpose, and that is 100%. And alignment with the mission, right, of using this element, earth element, is 94% for the source of creating energy. So that's that.
So next is Tesla energy.
I know many people asked us to reveal the Tesla energy.
Right. It's not about Tesla, the
vehicles.
The vehicles, electric cars. Overall frequency, 310. And I would say that, so it makes more sense when it comes to overall frequency, as Elena addressed earlier, that is about the scales from 0 up to 1000. So I would say that it is more about the level of resistance that there is within that frequency, right? Impact on humanity, 100.
So that drops into the sphere.
Yes, worry, fear. Impact on Earth, 75. Wow. So even lower, you know, it's like related to
Earth somehow it's not working.
It's right. It's going against it. Divine alignment with divine purpose, 87%. Alignment with its mission, 88%. Now, impact on human energy field, 100. Impact on human body, 75. So very similar. Impact on humanity is 100, the same as impact on human energy field. And then impact on Earth is the same as the impact on human body. Interesting.
And it's interesting because when we were at Greg Braden's conference, I'm going to reference him, he actually talked about, he was part of the Tesla organization, and he said that it was never meant, you know, when this energy was developed or was discovered, it never took into consideration the tall buildings, right, and all the steel beams. So it kind of creates this electrical grid that could be very dangerous, and it is translated through the frequencies that we just revealed to you. Now we're going to go into something even more powerful. It's so exciting that
it will definitely be dangerous for air traffic.
For air traffic, right? Yes, and also high-rise buildings, right?
Buildings too,
definitely. So the next one is, okay, this is something that you probably, those of you that are interested, the green energy geeks or the free energy, what is the ultimate solution? And we're so excited to actually confirm it is the vacuum energy. So I'm so curious how many of you have heard of it. But this is the work of Nassim Haramein, the quantum physicist, brilliant mind. It's something actually that Greg also shared, that he was in his laboratory and they've already had enough experiments to where it is working. So this is just blowing our minds. I'm hoping that we can get Nassim to talk about it, but there's plenty of videos where you can find him discussing this vacuum energy. What is this vacuum energy, right? It's the fabric of our universe. It is, if you can imagine, what galaxies, stars, what creator, right, is creating, and we're all emerging from this field, right? So it's a vacuum field. So he talks about, I'm going to just read something to you, that vacuum energy, if you can imagine, right, every single atom in the universe is extracting it from the universe using its spin. Imagine taking all of the stars of the universe, all of the galaxies, compressing them into 1 square meter cube. Okay. Imagine how powerful and how much energy that would be. And he actually was able to measure it. And then it's 10 to the 93rd power grams per square meter cube. And then also we've listened to some of Bruce Lipton's videos where he talks about, this is just to put everything into perspective of how powerful you guys are. Because if you can imagine, an average adult, average human being has 50 trillion cells, okay? Each cell has 0.0 volts of potential energy.
0.07.
Yes, of potential energy. So if you do the math, and it's 50 trillion times 0.07 volts, it equals to 3.5 trillion volts of potential energy. And this is the energy that you hold. This is so much related to this vacuum energy, the free energy. So I am just beyond excited to share these numbers with you. Alejandro and I read them. We were like, whoa,
Yes.
this is it.
Yeah, blow your mind.
It will blow your mind.
We were never expecting it.
We didn't know. We'll read it. We're like, okay, well, let's just see, We were thinking maybe it's the Tesla energy. And then based on what Greg Braden shared, we were like, well, let's just see what shows up. But it was very much in alignment with what he said. So here you go, vacuum energy, the overall frequency of vacuum energy, which is the free energy. And I know this is the answer to humanity, right? To the problems of, okay, let's have wars. I want to invade your land because you have this oil or whatever, right? Whatever it is. And this is what wars are fought over. There's really none of this has to happen. And I'm hoping in the future, we'll do some episodes to see where humanity is moving towards. Maybe this is what all of the myths are talking about. Ancient civilizations talk about when there's going to be 1,000 years of peace, right? For that peace to happen, energy has to be extracted from what we already have, from the universe itself, right? Versus depleting our own Mother Earth.
Accessible to all.
Accessible
right?
to all.
So, in this case, we'll be like accessing this unlimited fountain of energy.
So we're cheering for you, Nassim. Yes. All right. So the overall frequency of vacuum energy on a scale of 0 to 1,000 is 1,000. Wow. That just blows my mind. I hope it does that for you. Impact on humanity is 350. So 350 is the frequency of receiving. So humanity it's opening up for all of us to receive what is already ours, right? Impact on Earth is 500, and we call that the flow state. So this is absolutely harmonizing with planet Earth as well. Then we looked at the impact on human energy field, and human energy field goes into flow state. Of course it does. Impact on human body, also frequency of 500. So the previous flow state is reference to the frequency of 500. Impact on human body is also the frequency of 500. So the flow state. Deep breath in and out. Wow. Alignment with divine purpose, 100%. And alignment with its mission, 94%. And we thought maybe because Nassim's work needs to be supported in a huge way.
To be fully implemented.
To be fully implemented with his mission on Earth. And this is such...
To the light.
Yes. Yes. So we're excited.
Right. Because as you mentioned, wars really
will be a thing of the past.
Based on scarcity, right?
Yes.
Of thinking that there's something that it is not accessible to all, and one wants to have fully control, and in order to have the power and to control the rest. But when it comes to this source of energy, to which is really like accessing, like I said, this unlimited fountain of energy, and that everyone will have access to it. Really, there's why bother about invading a country or or starting a war when there's no sense of scarcity
Mm.
whatsoever.
But this is totally going against what the tiny, tiny, tiny percent of those that are invested in separating humanity, right? They're invested in all these green deals, right? And please reference previous episodes where we talk about that. And this is absolutely inconvenient truth, but it must be revealed. We're excited to reveal this to you. I don't think it's ever been revealed from a frequency perspective.
No.
So
we're excited about the green deals. We like them, but they don't work everywhere. And the problem is that the waste, the producers, and the impact on not only on humanity,
and enslaving
but
children,
the earth, and then also that. So that is the downside of it. At the end, it's not. It doesn't make sense. It's not. It really is contradicting its original purpose.
That's right.
It's going against its own mission. But the vacuum
energy, the vacuum energy
is without a doubt the way, and we're very excited to see this coming to fruition.
So we hope you guys are just as excited. Please research it. Listen to some of the videos on vacuum energy. I'm so happy actually that last week we attended the conference, because it was like this big aha moment. The first episode that we recorded last year on all these different alternative energy sources, we were like, okay, well, what is the one? What is the one that truly holds the answer? And this is the one. So of course we had to record this episode for you. We were just so excited, and we couldn't wait to share it with you. Sorry, my phone just fell off from my excitement.
The frequency of the vacuum energy is also similar to the God particle that we measured.
Yes, the Higgs boson.
Exactly, when we did the CERN episode. And we're not saying that God vibrates at 1,000, and then we're basing this really based on the human experience, right? From 0 to 1,000. But it also vibrated at 1,000. And it was really fascinating.
Yes.
And now we have found another.
But to actually give you the revelation of what God, or the creation, or the creation itself, what is that frequency? And it's infinite.
Yes.
So we're talking about frequencies right now related from a perspective of emotions, how we perceive it through the lens of emotions, and also from recognizing that it's from a 0 to 1,000.
Related to the level of resistance, of course, right? The higher the number, the lower the level of resistance. And resistance is just a reflection of the emotions. Usually, those that vibrate below 200 are contributing to this resistance, right? The most.
Yes. So thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much for your contribution, your questions, your comments, your love, appreciation, and let's explore the galaxies and universes and energies together as we have been doing. Thank you so much again.
Yes, thank you.